Yes, good evening, my viewers and subscribers. Welcome to another week of Mellache Analysis Thursdays. Yes, my viewers. On set we have tonight Player Master himself. Yes, center forward. He will be joining us later on, and Professor is having a little internet issues, so you'll be joining us later on also. Yes, Player Master. Good evening, sir.
Good evening to you, Mellache, and good evening to the viewers.
Yes. Please remember my subscribers and my viewers to click like on the video, and also you can subscribe. If you don't subscribe as yet, you can subscribe and click the bell to all. Just the notification bell to all, so that whenever time I drop a post, it will come to you your phone first or your device. Anyway, before we get into the meat of the matter, Playmaster, someone asked me a question, and my viewers, you also can respond. Someone asked me a question, like saying that if the person pass, they can't ask any question. When they're playing domino, the person pass, they can't ask any question. Is that so?
Well, that is dependent on the rule of the league you're playing in. Domino doesn't have a standard set of rules. That are dependent on whatever league you're playing in. I know for one that you have some players that use that as a ploy to slow down the game. For instance, your pass, you know your pass, but because it is your play, you read, you question your partner, you question the board. You take at least 2 minutes, then you say a pass, and to me that's time wasting. You know, in some leagues, pass is a play. So if it is your play and you only have one play, which is to say pass, you should just say pass and proceed. So it all comes down to the league you're playing in.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I know. I know pass is a play, right? But because if it's my turn and I genuinely ask a question, I just want to know how much a person have. How much them know the person have. I genuinely ask the question. Someone who really posed the question to me is said that the referee tell him they can't ask any question. Once the person pass, they have to say pass. They can't ask any question. So I did want to clarify that. Um, Good evening, Saniq, Everett, and World Boss. You guys, you have any input on it? They said pass. Once a person playing and they pass, they can't ask any question. Because Playmaster, this is what I know, you have good and bad in every situation.
True.
You
Because for
understand?
me, for me, if for instance you're playing and you know I play 2-4, for example, and the board knows I may have all four, but I hear play. Um, but you just genuinely want to know how much me play because you know how much me have because so once me come over the four, you have a chance to win. Once on a two, me have our three. So you just want to know how much the board have. So if you just say much cards and then you get your answer and say pass, me not really have a problem with that. But for the players with because of your play and you know your pass, you go sit down and I read and don't want to play or don't want to see your pass, then there's where I have a problem.
All right. But what about the person who only have one move, then one play, and holding up the game?
It comes
Is the
down to the
per-
same thing. I believe that, but the thing is, Damina doesn't have a set rule to say this. Every player has a minute or 30 seconds or 20 seconds to play. In most cases, it's when the game gets tense, the opponent calls the referee, and the referee come and count it down. Because as I said, you have players playing the game that are not playing for the fun. You see, once you're playing dominant, you remove the fun. That's when players start to do the stuff that brings the game into disrepute. So, for example, You're watching the scoreboard, the game is tight. You know that your team is losing fast. The score is cutting or the lead is extending. You want to slow down the game. You have one play. Everybody knows you have one play, but because it's your play, you're gonna sit, you're gonna read, you're gonna question, and then don't want to play. And then no, it makes your opponent upset and it can take the game to a level we don't want it to go. So I am of the view that once you have one play, it is fair if you take like a 20 or 30 seconds to look in the game, look at the possibilities after you play, and then play. You can question a partner because remember it's open code to confirm what your partner has and play. But I don't think you should have one play and
It
four or
depends.
5 minutes here there.
It depends on the situation, though. It depends on the situation because yes, if you play 2-4, for example, you said you play 2-4, and you have the odd four. It's only one four out there. There's one play per serve. Well, that's fine. You understand? But if you have a lot of players out there, you don't know if the person one play per serve. It's a different situation.
Yeah, that's different. No, that's totally different. Because even though you carry the game to a level say the man must only have one four dose without you can't say for certainty because and I like him on turnover. So it is still his right to play. But it comes back down to us not playing the game for fun. Because if you are playing for fun and you have one play, as I said, even if your opponent don't know say one play you have, you read, you confirm with your partner. Because if you run go play with the one play, it will show your answer you one play you have. So yeah, you go on kind of deceive your partner in a way. So the opponents, you go on take your time, read, you know, question a partner, question a board. That's different. But when you generally have one player there for 2, 3 minutes, reading, questioning a partner, that brings the game to a level where we really don't want it to go. Because
Yes.
for me, time wasting, if you're going to get up to play domino and your only means in the ring is to time waste to say, all right, me I go play that man as slow, then to me, that's a waste of time. I don't think that should be, but teams use it as a strategy, and I guess it's a part of the game. But for me, it's distasteful.
Okay. All right. Look at this scenario. Look at this scenario. Um, double six pause. Right. Me pause double six. Me and my partner between me and my partner would draw 6-6. Only 1-6 out there. Right. And the person, the game just started. The person and I'm on him have a six. Him have the only six. But because the game just started now, him start to read and question him partner. Um, is there an issue there?
Definitely, because that's a time waste.
So him have to
Because
just play and
remember,
then he can.
no, you have to confirm. As me say, it comes down to you using the time wisely. So 30 seconds at most when you have one play, and it is obvious. So double six pose. Remember, once double six pose, you have to confirm with your partner,
Yeah.
because some players them started double, them started add card, missing card, six, whatever. So you got to question your partner to get your partner on. Within question your partner, you're gonna know see your partner have no six. So you're gonna know a 1-6 you have. So you just play it, you have 30 seconds, you just play six. And then you can continue question your partner while the other two are play.
Okay. All right. Like Sonic said, she's agree with you, but that's if all the players know it is only one play.
That's why I say come down to if it's a genuine one play. But as I say, if the peer or the team mates have more than one play, there's no way to know for sure. So in that case, you can't really do nothing much. You understand? But if you know for sure it's a one play, the man have 30 seconds at most, you must play. You know other reason to not play after 30 seconds and a one play that is
Okay.
known.
All right. The person who asked a question, it happened the other day, at a tournament, at a match, and he said the referee forced him to say pass. He said that he can't. The referee said he can't ask any question. He can't ask his opponent how much they have. He has to just say pass. Right. So it poses a big question there.
But you
You
remember,
understand? But
in open code and mental domino, the leagues varies. So I guess we want to know if it was a open court match or a
Yeah, man,
mental match.
it was an open court match. It was a match. It was a mechanical match also.
But one of the things we not really want to touch on is the lack of what's the word now? It's the shortcomings of the referees. I think that is a major issue, and I haven't seen any work being done on that. How much I think about 8 games play, 6 games, 6 or 7 games play in the Portmore League so far, and so far the discipline of the players has been fairly good. One or two incidents, so I can say the discipline of the players has somewhat improved. However, I'm not seeing any improvement from the referees. Now, your job as a referee is to know the rules and apply the rules, not to make rules as you go along to suit your agenda or whatever team you are supporting. Because, like it or not, every referee have a favorite team. You understand? So that's not your role as a referee. Your role is to be the 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 the, the, the person that allows the game to flow and to apply the rule. Now, every league has a rule sheet, and I believe the referee should know the rules just as how a professional person knows his job. So a man that drives a car, he should know everything about the road code. He should know the signs of the road, where to stop signs, stuff like that. A mason should know measurement. And I find it that referees don't take their job seriously. They just come with a whistle, blow the whistle, start the match, and as the game progresses, they freestyle with the rule, and that can be one of the issues because if it is not within the rule that hey, if the man passing if asking a question, I don't think it should be an issue. Additionally, I am not 100% agreed with a referee just seeing a game flowing, walks to the table without any of the players calling his or her attention to the table and wants to tell another player to play. Because I've seen it where the match is playing and the referee takes himself to the table and is saying over play. And remember, it is not like the league has a rule that says you have 30 seconds to play. So that means you're making up rules as you go. You understand? And that
Yes.
can get the players rifled up because a lot of players are friends. Over the years, a lot of players change teams, and because of the interchanging of teams, a lot of us becomes friends with each other. Now, if you're playing your friend, even if your friend is playing a slow, you don't necessarily want to call the referee. You don't want to say, yo, playing a man, or. So
Yes.
if you don't call the referee for the referee to come there, it shows a level of biasness which needs to cut out. Another issue I have is and I was at the match Sunday. A lot of persons had their opinion, and this happened in the last Town League final as well. And another person was saying, "Playmaster, what you think?" Because they know I'm a very vocal person, and I speak to what I believe in. And I said, I in this case I don't blame the referee. I blame you guys because guess what? Ever since time immemorial, referees has been doing this. When the game gets close, down 20 games leave, the referees has a style where they stop the match and say everybody go use the bathroom, no other bathroom break. And for me, I believe that is wrong. If within the rule it doesn't stipulate that a player can only use the bathroom twice for the half, then you should not limit a player from using the bathroom because as players, we use the rule to our advantage to allow our team to win. You understand? So in most cases, a player will want to go to the bathroom when he's losing. So if he loses 2 or 3 games, he wants to go to the bathroom. Fine. It is not sportsmanlike for a player to be going to the bathroom 4 or 5 times in 110. So you want to limit that. Fine. However, the league organizers needs to put that in writing because without it being in writing, what am I conforming to? Am I conforming to the discretion of the referee? Because we have referees that really don't care. You have referees that come to the match, start the match, make the change, and they don't care about anything else. You have other referees that they care about that and they will do it. So am I at am I at the discretion of the referee on the day? You get what I'm saying? In the final,
Yes.
in the final, I witnessed the referee, whether it was deliberate or not, using that break to break the momentum of one of the teams. You understand? The team was cutting the score and was getting close, and all of a sudden, I see the referee blow the whistle and say, bathroom break. And no, none of the teams were asking for bathroom breaks. None of the teams were going to the bathroom frequently. Because to me, that was one of the best played finals. Not a lot of, hanky panky and man holding games. Just a few. So for the referee to do that, that was questionable. And as I said to the person Sunday, we really need to look at the rules we are becoming a part of. Because if you're joining a league, the first thing you need to do is to get a rule sheet. And when you get the rule sheet, you go through it. And if there are things you don't agree with, you don't sign up to it. But it makes no sense to sign up to a league and in the middle of the league you're complaining about the rules. For me, that is a non-issue. Once you sign up to the league, you are telling me that you agree to every rule that the league is governed by. You understand? And that is
Okay.
where we as players go wrong. And until we change that, stuff like whatever players are complaining about, players holding game, um, players, referee telling you when to play, referee telling you about dress code, all that stuff, referee telling you that you can't go to the captain, stuff like that. Once it is not within the rule and you start the league, then it shouldn't be. But if it's within the rule and you don't make it known before the start of the rule, then you need to conform to the rules. It's as simple as that.
Okay. All right. Big up Mark Washington. Welcome. Yes, Danny Tibert and Suarez, Curtis Suarez. Suarez said, when you are passed, that is all you have to say. Anything else is time wasting. So what are you saying, Curtis? If the person pass, that means them can't ask any question. Then that's what you're saying. They can't ask the opponent how much they have. They have to just say pass. If the person asks you how much you have, you don't have to answer. That's what you're saying. You don't have to answer because the person don't have any play.
But coming back to that again, Mellache, as I said, to me, it would have come down to how you would do it. Because if you genuinely pass, you genuinely just want to know how much your opponent have, and you just say it, how much you have, and them answer and you say pass, then me not think most players will have a problem. But I know of a fact that you have players that genuinely pass, and them not saying them pass, them still gonna read and a look, and then question how
Waste
much you
time.
have, then them say them pass. And that is waste of time, and that should be cut out of the game. Totally.
Okay. All right. I heard you mention something. I heard you mention about the referee stopping the game, like when the last 20 or 15 games leave, and the referee stopped the game and said, "All right, no more bathroom break, or just take bathroom break from now because no more until the match is over." I've been to a couple matches where the referee said that, right? And the reason why the referee said that is because, like what you said, a lot of persons using it for strategies, right? Some persons are strategically using it, and also it's time wasting. So the referee might know that um, the match, like 15, like what Curtis said, 15 plays per hour, right? I know that the match is taking too long. I think the referee have the right can say that, you know what, no, but more bathroom break until the match finish because it's way over time. I think the referee have that right though, play master.
Which is why I said once it is not within the rule, you're at the discretion of the referee, which this has happened since time immemorial. So when players are complaining about it, what they should do is before the league starts, they get to the president or whoever is running the league and trash this out. You understand? Because one of the things that happens at matches that we fail to realize is that once the referee makes a ruling, It's basically over, you know. So, for example, the referee blunders, and you believe the referee blunders. What avenue is there for you to get redress immediately? There is none, because there's a clause in the in most of the rules that the referee decision on the day is final, be it if the referee blunder or not. Which is why I have been saying we need to train referees properly to understand the rule and apply the rules. Because I don't think teams would have a genuine issue if they realize that the match is tight, like there's a 5 point lead, and it's a ding dong battle, and there's no advantage to either team if the break comes. But what time does the break come is another issue, because if two table ends and two other table is progressing and you stop that match, and this is just being honest, it's not every player that plays domino is an honest player. No, your hand was exposed because you had your hand up and you were playing, right? Now the referee tells you to put your hands on the table and go to the bathroom if you want to go to the bathroom. And for example, you don't want to go to the bathroom, but you go outside to stretch your foot. Another opponent could have seen your hands and told his teammate. So when the man come back, the man know your hand already. You understand? That's one of the reasons we run one time we have break the games while it's playing. So you can do it, but how you do it opens another can of worm. Because not because you're a clean player, you can't necessarily assume that all players are. Because not everybody play the game in the spirit of domino, and that's just the truth.
Yes. And Curtis said most times bathroom break is not genuine, which is true. It is used to slow down the opponent.
Yeah, and
All right. Well,
we've been saying that. We've
yes.
been saying that. Which is why, all right, when I was when a couple of years ago in Western League, um I think it was the portion of Dragon League. They had a rule within the rules, and it stated each player, no matter how long you want to play, have two bathroom break per half. So you take it wisely. So if you want it and you're one of them champion players that are going to play the whole half, you have to take a bathroom break wisely. Now, if you play 110, take a bathroom break, you go out and come back. You only have one same way for the half. And it was recorded because every player had an ID and the referee had a little card. So in just write down your ID number, one break. I think that is one of the ways to negate these time wasting. Also, the time that players get to go to bathroom, because sometimes, as the coach has said, it's not a genuine bathroom break, and because it isn't, a man say bigger break, you give him it. When you look him around, I can't talk to him friend. Him around the bartender, he might buy a food, he might eat a food, and to me that's genuine time wasting, and that need to cut out. Now, if you put that in the rule and say, here, a man have 3 minutes, he might have, for example, two bathroom break, 3 minutes. Anything over that, you give him a warning, and if he fear if he come back, the captain come play and get a yellow card, something. You understand? That we cut out the bag of man them are just a run the bathroom as in lose two game and stuff like that. You understand?
Yes. I think these referees they need some training sessions. They need
Well,
some training sessions because a lot of them a lot of um them don't know the rules or they're going by what they used to know, and you know things and times change and progress and evolve and stuff like that. You understand? So they need some training sessions for the referees. All right, welcome, center forward, Andre Wood. Welcome, sir. C4.
but as me saying, no, Mellache, if this is your job, this is your bread and butter. It is the onus is on you to know the rules so you can apply them. You understand? I don't know about an next person, but me not like feel stupid. So if me I go do a job, me I go first study the rules so I can apply it. And if I don't know, me I go genuinely say me don't know. Even in Sunday match, I was there and players were saying to the referee, a countdown referee said no. And I sat on this program when Aiko came and told us that this is the rule set by the president, and the referees were sensitized. And this referee is telling the players, because I'm not a member of either team, that this isn't the case. Now that shows you that these referees is either they aren't learning, they aren't being taught, or they generally don't care. Because it can't be the case that this rule is a new rule and you spend no time to learn it and understand it. And we are all human, so there are going to be times when you don't know something or you don't remember. What do you do when you don't know? You consult the rule sheet or you consult someone that knows. No referee wants to do that. So if you're saying referee you're wrong, automatically said no. They would not even say, let me take out my rule sheet and look on it or call somebody that knows. Because I think if they do that, we have less problem. Because it's there in black and white, and black and white is what? Guys, domino.
Okay. All right, Center Forward. Welcome, sir. Welcome. Welcome,
Yes, sir.
Andre.
Yes, sir. Blessings.
Yes. The issue that happened on Sunday, like what Playmaster said, the rules sheet. Every referee is supposed to have a rules sheet. Don't you, Playmaster?
I don't hear.
Every referee is supposed to have a rules sheet. And the
Yes, but
same rule, and the club
most of
supposed to
them
have the
don't
same
work with it.
rules sheet.
Most of them refuse to work with it or refuse to consult it.
So why there's a reoccurrence of what happened on Sunday? Why there's a reoccurrence? And it's same issue, same problem.
Well, I couldn't answer that, because
Center
anything,
Forward,
any
you could
answer I
answer
give
that?
would be an assumption.
Well, I don't know which games you guys referring to, so I'm just listening.
The
Fourth
same
international versus
Fourth
Links.
International versus Links with the countdown part of it.
Well, it's just obvious that the referee though is not on the same page as regards to when countdown commences, and it's not only him but the other referees as well. So you're going to have countdown beginning at various different times during this league. I just believe that the league wanted a change in the sudden death countdown rules, and they wanted to make it different from that of the town league. But I don't understand why everyone wants to do things differently. That is a real issue in the domino. They're not covered under the same guidelines, and so you always have problems. So this is just one of the issues that happen. The referees are not on the same pages.
Okay. But I've realized that some captains is not on the same page also.
Yeah, it's gonna be a problem, especially when it comes down to the nitty-gritty where points are gonna be crucial, and some games are gonna be a knife edge and are gonna determine in the last phase. The referee definitely have to get it right, or else it's gonna bring the league in disrepute. You have to ensure that the referees are trained, or if you can't get these referees to adhere to the rules of the games, then we don't think they're supposed to have a job, because that is their most important thing to do to get it right in terms of the guidelines. You can't have the skippers for teams. I tell the referees, yes, so it starts. The referee is supposed to tell them when countdown starts, and that's one of the issues that have to be ironed out before it come down to crunch time.
Yes, because it's posing a lot of problems in the games. All right. Moving on now. The match between Right Stuff and Memory Lane. Memory Lane 250. Memory Lane 208. Right Stuff 250. What is your input on that? C4.
Right Stuff.
Was your prediction correct? Yes, Right Stuff 250.
Yeah. It was expected, and the margin also was expected, because Right Stuff is riding our eye right now. So this is a perfect warm up for Sunday's match against Links United. They can't be made any better than how they are going right now, right stuff. So, their match against Links will be keenly watched, as most people will say that right stuff, when it comes to the big time or the big matches, always find a way to crumble and lose badly. So, we're expecting that this match will show where right stuff is regards to their title challenge this season. And as such, I'm expecting a close game. No, Links will always be Links, and they'll be the favorites. But I'm expecting a close game with a Links win.
Okay. Don't want to jump the gun here. All right, Playmaster. Links 250, 4th International 244. This was one of the controversial matches.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry. No, sorry. Before I go play, master, you're analyzing the
Yes.
game. Okay. So
That's why I said I don't want to jump the gun here,
yeah, yes.
Okay.
yeah, man.
Links
Before I answer, Everett, Sunday match it didn't go in the countdown, but it got to the point where it should have went into countdown, and therefore refused to consult the league, the rules, or even apply any knowledge that he might have lost by consulting the rule sheet, So referee basically just did his own thing. And Curtis, you are correct, and this is what we are speaking about, The referees aren't trained, and they are just given a whistle, given a jersey, and told to go to whatever match, and they just turn up on the day and do what they feel to do. And this is one of the issues we're having with moving Domino forward.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but the question,
To your
hold
question,
on a minute. The question Everett asks, what time to count down Sunday? As I don't see it when I watch it, but it's countdown was supposed to happen though, right, Playmaster?
yeah, which is what I just answered to. Yeah,
Oh, it was supposed to happen, but it didn't happen.
yeah.
So that was the issue. All right, go ahead, Playmaster.
Yeah, man.
Links
Oliver Clark,
250.
big up yourself, manners and good night. Yeah, man. Links and Fort. Trust me, it was a very, very entertaining match. I went to the match and I didn't intend to stay. And I ended up staying the whole day. That's how intriguing the match was. I was really impressed with both teams. Links employed certain strategy which allowed them to cloud a very close victory. And minus the little of minor controversy, it was a very, very good match, and I really enjoyed it. I believe either team, if they had lost, they would have felt undone because both teams played well enough to win. So very good match. I had Links to win, but Fort could have won if certain things went their way. But that's the nature of domino. On the day Links was the winner.
Yes, it was a very exciting match. A very exciting match. It was like a finals play.
Yes, man. Back and forth. A lot of different tactics employed and all that stuff.
Yes. Mr. C4, I noticed your prediction was wrong because if my memory serves me correctly, you said Fort was going to win this match. Center forward. All right. I guess he's having internet issues also. All right. Brayton 250, Mechanical 242, Playmaster.
Yeah, man. Brayton, expected winner. What wasn't expected was the closeness of the score because I saw a couple mechanical players during the week and they said Playmaster we're gonna win, and I'm laugh and I say, well, make we see and they really fought hard, and I must commend them. Watching some of the game on the live, I realized Brayton, I don't know what happened. I don't know if they took them for granted or they took the foot off the gas, but Mechanical really took the game to them at one point. Mechanical was leading up by about 10 or 11. And Brayton really had to dig deep, So kudos to Mechanical for fighting hard, getting a point out of that match, But Brayton was the favorite and they held on in the end.
Yes, that was a very good match also. Yes, Oliver, big up Oliver Clark, big up yourself. Oliver said something, and I'm totally agree with him. The problem with the league making different rules is that is as a result of not wanting to unite the domino. Yes, so everybody want to me it's just like everybody want to be the governing body for domino. You understand? And it can't work like that because you have to have one set rule across the board, right? It's not a different sport. We're not talking about two different sports. We're talking about one sport. So you have to have one rule across the board. So everybody keeping a tournament, a league, everybody having their own rules and stuff like that. I don't agree with that in a playmaster.
But what Oliver is saying, this is what we've been speaking about for years. You know, too much different persons running different leagues. Remember, all of us wants Domino to reach to the highest level. And
Yes,
the best way to move forward is as a uniformed body. But no one wants to actually do that. You understand?
yes,
Everybody wants to do their own thing because for some persons, this is a means of having power. This is a means of being recognized. This is a means of income, which is all for the wrong reasons. Domino should have a central body, just like how you have FIFA, and any football match that is played anywhere in the world is played under the rules of FIFA.
FIFA.
You
Yes,
understand? So you can have different leagues, but the rules must be consistent. Once we get there, then we will begin to realize that we have a product that can move forward. Because, for example, if we bring a proposal to the Jamaica Olympic Association or the Ministry of Sports and say, hey, this is my product, Domino, we want it to be recognized as a sports. What are we selling? You know, because you, once you take it to those persons, they're gonna do their research. They're not gonna take your word for face value. And once they do research, you're gonna realize, oh, Bobby play Domino, them have a different countdown rule. They have a different change rule. Portland have a different countdown rule. Kingston League. And they will begin to realize the breakdown across the board, and they will not want to be associated with that. So we have to fix that if we really are serious about moving Domino forward.
yes, that issue needs to be sorted out. Because everybody can't have their own rules, right? And like what you're saying, um, if supposed to go to the Olympics and they need a rule sheet, they're going to have players going to the Olympics with everybody have a different rules. Understand? So that can't really work. Yes, center forward. I don't want to pass this from you because your prediction last week was wrong because you said fourth international going to be links. Yes, and your prediction was wrong. So what you have to say?
Well, most people would say it was an emotional pick, but being around the fourth international team, I know their capabilities. So, as such, I had the fourth international to win. But congratulations to Lynx. They showed more discipline and got over the line first. But that match could have gone either way.
Yes, the match could have gone either way because it was a ding dong battle. Yes. All right. Classic 250, Bull Bay 211. Um, the margin of victory is kind of surprising to me. Center forward. What you have to say?
Well, many are touting that Bull Bay will have a strong season this season based on their acquisitions and the fact that they are competing well with the big guys. They got the better of Brighton recently, and so much is expected of Bull Bay. But I just believe that the hype is too much surrounding Bull Bay, and they were just taken to the cleaners and brought back to earth by Caribbean Classic. So it's a chance for them to revisit tactics, revisit players, and to revisit what transpired and fix it quickly. Because 39 beaten is a whole lot of beating. for a team that is aspiring to actually challenge for the
Yeah.
title.
Okay. Yes, but Bull Bay, they're on a high, they're hype and they're on a high, but they're performing also. So you can't too blame them, they're performing.
Yes, but performing against who? Remember, Brett Bull Bay has lost twice now this season, and this loss is a miserable one. If you're going to compete for the title, you have to at least show in matches against teams that are supposed to be favorites for the title that yes, you're here. You have to announce yourself. If you're not going to win, at least be competitive. Well, 39 blowout is not setting the world alight or sending any signal that you'll be there. But everyone knows with the quality that Bull Bay has, they will meander around between the mid-table to the end part of the table and make it through to the quarter-final. But winning the entire competition, to me, will be far-fetched based on this last result.
Okay. Playmaster, Classic 250, Bull Bay 211. I think that's outclassed. What you have to say,
Yeah.
Playmaster?
All right. So two takeaway from that match. Classic likes the big moments. Classic likes the hype. Um, so playing a team like Bull Bay that is surrounded by hype, that will motivate a team like Classic. So I think that hype around Bull Bay motivated Classic to play their best game because leading to that match, Classic was just going through the motions. Half time the score was about 2 or 3. So second half, I believe they got the famous pep talk from the president to go out there and show their class, and pretty much that's what happened. I wouldn't agree with my co-analyst Andre regarding Bull Bay's tight aspirations though, because Domino plays on the day, and come playoff time, it's do or die, and there's no second chance. And I believe this Bull Bay team is learning as they go along. They made the adjustment with the captain for the Burton match. And I realize each time they have a shortcoming, they make adjustments, they readjust, and they go forward stronger. And I believe they have players capable of winning the league. The other day I was looking at the league, and even though 8 teams will make the top 8, and we have a general idea of where the 8 will come from out of a 10, I genuinely believe that only 4 or 5 teams genuinely have a chance to win the league. And I believe Bull Bay is one of those teams.
Yes, but with a lead of 39 though, Playmaster, with a lead of 39, playing against one of the best team in the league. A 39 defeat is really bad.
Yes, but remember, if you lose by 1 or 39, you still lost,
Well,
right?
lose, yes.
But one of the reports I got from the match is that domino happened on the day second half because at least 3 players got 9-1 to go starting the second half. No, not many teams can recover from that because 3 nines is what? 27, 27 to 3. That's a
27.
minus of 24. That's a lot to claw back. You know, out of the 6 pairs that started the second half, 4 lost badly. So we can look at a negative of at least 28 to start the second half. That's a lot for any team to come back from. So you have to just ride out this time and just know that hey, that happened, and going forward you have to adjust. You know,
Okay.
because remember, um, fourth international, they lost to Right Stuff, but they adjusted. Right Stuff lost badly to Bull Bay, but they adjusted. It's just what happens on the day, you just acknowledge your faults and go forward and try and fix it, because that's what makes or breaks a team. when you learn from your mistake.
Okay. All right. Welcome, Oliver Arville Smith. Yes, welcome, sir, and welcome, Professor.
Yes, man.
Professor. Yes, welcome,
Yes, man.
sir.
I hear
All
them.
right, all right, my viewers. Remember, please
Welcome.
to click like. Remember, please to click like on the on the video. All right, Professor. Foundation 250, Central 236. Was your prediction correct?
Yes, definitely. I only had got one prediction wrong for this round. I did carry Foundation to come out victors. Uh, didn't expect the other team to come out to come up with much fight, but the margin of victory is a bit close. But Foundation as the team is one of the teams to season out for the first time to be in the quarterfinals. As Playmaster suggested earlier, they are as much as they are teams gunning for the top 8 positions. They're if you look at it in reality, there are only 5 teams probably could cup this trophy here. I don't see any much other surprises. So Foundation will have to will definitely reach the top 8, but I don't see them being one of the contenders for the time. But good victory again for Foundation.
All right. C4 Foundation 250, Central 236. I think Central played very well to lose by only 14. What do you have to say?
Well, depends on how you look on it because Central was much vaunted before the season, and they just didn't get the players that promised that they'll be there. However, with what they had, um, they most had predicted that they'd come up short, and as such, this match would have been a very important match for them in terms of where they would actually finish or what chances they would really have because this is a direct opponent in Foundation. A loss against Foundation is a very, very, very um, tough one to take for the Central team. It kind of give them such a setback that they would have to actually beat one of the big boys in order to make it into the top 8. So their chances of qualifying, is getting dimmer and dimmer. And so, Foundation did themselves the world of good. They got the better of a Central team that, could be pesky along the way in terms of making the top 8. And Foundation is traveling good. Not so impressive in victory, but, these victory, it's all about getting the win, the W, and Foundation did enough to win, and that must be commended.
Okay, but in this matchup though, wasn't Foundation the favorite in this matchup?
Yeah, Foundation was the favorite based on the recruits that they have. There are some players added to the Foundation team that has been doing well over the past years in the domino circles, the likes of Cole, Laza, Foley to name a few. So you'd have expected that Foundation, would be a strong team against a Central team that they never really got the services that they were promised before preseason.
Okay. All right, Playmaster. Not gonna say 250, correctional 233. What you have to say about that?
Yeah, man. Eventually I would have gotten it right regarding Nagoya. I predicted Nagoya to win their first game at least 3 times before now. So it feels good to be off the mark regarding Nagoya. But it was 2 teams that were basically at the same level, but I genuinely believe that Nagoya had a little bit more quality on hand, and I thought as such they should come out victorious, and they did so in the end.
Okay. Playmaster. Nagoya said 250 correction and 233. No, no, play
Oh,
center forward. Sorry, center forward.
yes, sir.
Sorry, center
Oh,
forward.
Okay.
well, I predicted a correctional win, because I just believe that correctional had the team to really cause the upset over Nagoed. But Nagoed team is a fighting team, and even for good teams, Nagoed can pose some threat. And as such, they were the better team on the day, and they are giving themselves a chance as usual. They left it late in the town league, and they're going to give it a try, and they're going to be thereabouts. Their matches against the bigger teams will really determine the season that Nagoya will have. But this is a good win against a correctional team that can be, a little boogie team at times.
Okay. Question though, center forward. Do you think Nagoya is going to make the quarterfinal top 8?
No. I don't think they have the depth in quality to actually spring the surprises against the top teams, which they probably would require right now based on their start to the season.
Okay. Very good. Professor, Chergan 250, so what's up 219? Was that being expected?
Do we have to give me this one, or I could bypass this one?
All right, Center for, do you have anything to say about that? Chergan 250, so what's up 219?
Well, the buckle of the fruits was expected
I
to
could
be.
take it,
Yeah, go ahead, Professor.
Go ahead, Professor.
Go ahead.
And then I'll give you a center forward. As we did predict it based on the form, and as analysts on this program, we do usually at times carry things based on a few sentiments or emotions, but definitely when we are going for it, we definitely going to call like how it is based on what is going on so in the season so far. So coming into this game as one of the top teams over the past decade, they wasn't on such good form, coming off as champions in the Kingston League, but going up a Cherry Gardens team that is formidable. So far, Cherry Gardens were expected to do very well and come out victors in this occasion. However, Soursop is being competitive, but only within the first 100 in all their games. And surprisingly, this Soursop team probably sometimes you're doing worse off than any other season prior, but you still can take some other positives. One of the positives I've seen out of this team is that so far, probably this is the only time Soursop have been leading all teams at some point in the game in all the matches they played. And that has been a Soursop for quite some time, and that has never happened in 6 consecutive games. So that is a plus for them. So somehow there's probably the depth is not there, or the level of captaincy is not doing as it ought to. And I think I would say this. I will come on record and say this. Probably this is one of the easiest teams to manage in the competition, based on the amount of players they have in their squad. And I think it would the captain should have the captaincy, or the captain of Soursop should have I think trying to get a core of players to play around, etc. Because honestly, I don't have Soursop of 10 players basically at any match day. So it shouldn't be a difficult side to captain. But if the qualities or the depth is not there, the captain still will have carrying a bucket with water with the holes in it. So Cherry Gardens good victory. Show their class with the depth they have especially in the latter part of stages. Led by 22 at halftime. It went into single digits in the second half, but Southside didn't have that quality to hold on, and quite a good victory for Cherry Gardens.
Okay. All right, very good. Well said. All right, Playmaster, Masterpiece 250, Village Links 238.
As predicted, Masterpiece, with the addition of some veteran players, has been playing well, and I expected them to win, and they really came through in the end against a spirited Village Link team.
Okay. All right, C4, Masterpiece versus Village Links.
Well, this match was like, a punch out for the teams that have a slight chance, and Masterpiece won that battle of the teams that have a slight chance, and so Masterpiece giving themselves just a little lift. However, Village Link, the season is quickly unfolding. Plenty work to do. I don't think top 8 right now.
All right, I think center forward internet is freezing up there. All right, I don't think we have any winners for the prediction for last week. So I don't think anybody on the panel also get all correct. Playmaster, did you get all correct?
No, I was wrong regarding Central and Foundation.
Oh, okay.
I
All
got
right.
one wrong for yours truly also. I predicted the Village Link Masterpiece. That's probably the only prediction I got wrong.
Okay, and I don't think Everett get it correct this time around. Good try, Everett. Good try.
What was it? What was his thing there?
I don't quite remember. But he did post it before. He did post it
I
before.
think Everett had all the predictions I had. I think he had Central to win.
Yes. All right. Please remember, my viewers. Please remember, if you get all prediction correct, you'll get $1,000 credit of your choice, digital or flow. So try and predict the 8 winners for next week matches. All right, moving on to next week. Playmaster, Passage versus Mechanical. What is your prediction?
Well, straight off the bat, I'm going for a Mechanical win. Passage Fort has flattered to deceive so far, and until they show any signs of improvement, I'm gonna go for a Mechanical win quite easily in the end.
Okay, Professor. Passage Fort versus Mechanical.
I will definitely go for a Mechanical win here. Mechanical is not, as we said, one of the strongest teams that have fielded so far in recent memory. However, they haven't been playing any of the top teams as yet. I think they only have played one and they have lost that encounter. So they are having a good run now. I don't know what might happen going forward in coming up against far more quality teams. But definitely a Mechanical win here.
So you're trying to say Passage Fort still not getting off the mark this Sunday? No upset.
First Sport has already got off the mark, you know.
Oh, they beat
It's
Garvey.
just a matter of getting another 4 points. Yes. So it's a it's a it's just a matter of getting off the getting another 4 points here, but it's quite unlikely based on what we are seeing so far this season.
Okay. All right, Playmaster. Masterpiece versus Memory Lane.
Well, that's a masterpiece victory again. Since that first week victory, Memory Lane has flattered to deceive. They have become like a lamb to the slaughter, and this Sunday should be no different.
Okay. Just remember that Memory Lane never did beat Nagos Head. I think Memory Lane beat Nagos Head, after they beat Central.
Well, yeah. They did beat Nagoya, but most teams take at least 20 points off Memory Lane.
All right, Professor, your take. Masterpiece versus Memory Lane.
These games are tricky when the teams are somewhat, we believe, even contested, or have that way of having on par. By looking at things, I would probably go for a Memory Lane victory here. Masterpiece coming off a victory, Memory Lane coming off a loss. I just believe that victory will get to Masterpiece Ed, and they will and probably feel hype and think they can have this one in the bag. But I believe Memory Lane would have probably a bit more hunger. I believe they have that little more hunger than Masterpiece. One reason why I said that is because Masterpiece have the usual set of players. Well, they have a few in quality acquisition, but they just because of rely on a bit complacency. So I just will give Memory Lane the victory here over Masterpiece.
Okay, good. All right, Playmaster, Correctional versus Foundation.
Yeah, man. St. Catherine Derby, Spanish Town Derby. Foundation on a hype, playing very good domino. They are in the runnings to make the top 8, and matches like these are matches they need to put away early. So I am believing they will go out, execute, and walk out with a comfortable victory.
So what
big up to Barry and the live. Good night.
Yes, Barry. Big up yourself, Barry. Ruel Taylor. When you say win comfortable, what's the margin of victory you're talking about?
20 or more. These matches are hype matches. And you have some players and Foundation that have that allure that they want to display, and they should, display it against a correctional team that is
you're getting kind of low, Playmaster. Okay. All right, Professor. Correctional versus Foundation.
Definitely a Foundation triumph here. I don't see Correctional of the quality to overcome the Foundation side, who's doing fairly well in the competition, far more than we expected. And and Sunday coming will be no different in this encounter. It will be a flogging year for Correctional. I think the corrections will definitely go. What should I say? The Correctional will be on the other side of the fence. The correctional services will be distributed on the other side of the fence from Foundation. So I don't see Foundation losing this game. It's highly unlikely with the performance that we're putting so far this season. So a foundation win, definitely.
Okay. Same on you, Professor. Village Links versus Nagazet.
I carried. This is the encounter that I lost. I didn't get predicted right. The Village Link, I did carry Village Link to win against Masterpiece. On this, yes, on this occasion, it will definitely. I will go for a Nagoed win here. Yeah, man. I just believe Nagoed it will be a bit more hungrier in this encounter. I believe also it will be a competitive encounter, but I'm just looking so far. I know things that's been shaping up, and Nagoed is, believe you me, I think a bit hungrier now. Village Link is doing their put in this competition so far. Spring, I not expected to do as well, but they are just doing enough so far this season, but not enough to just get over Nagoed side this Sunday.
Okay, Playmaster, Village Links versus Nagazet.
This should be a close match, competitive, of a lower nature. But Nagoed with the pedigree, will win this one in the end.
Okay. All right, Playmaster. Britain versus Sowasap.
Yeah, before I take that one, I am seeing where Berry said they are coming for Mechanical Sunday, so that should be a good match. Sunday, they are coming for Mechanical. So let us see.
Yeah, that's the same Passage Fort versus Mechanical.
Yeah, Passage Fort. Yeah. All right. So Britain versus Sowasap. Should be a straightforward one again. I think Britain freestyled to some extent Sunday. They will come out in their usual self this Sunday, and based on how Sowasap has been performing so far, I'm not convinced that they will mount a serious enough challenge to overthrow this Britain team. This was a very good match last season, but void of the quality they had last season, which is Sowasap, I see Britain win this one by at least 15 points.
15? 15? That's what I said, Playmaster, 15 points?
Yes, 15 points. At least 15 points.
Yes, man.
Right. Well,
yes, man. At least.
No, at least 15. Well, if Sowasap lose by 15 points, I would give them the match, Professor. Big up Oliver, big up yourself, Oliver. I would give Sowasap the match if Sowasap lose by 15 points in this one for me. What do you have to say, Professor?
It won't be a surprise if they lost by that margin. I don't believe. Let me tell you something. I think we Sowasap just need to get things right in certain aspects, and they would, as currently as we see it, up against a Britain team that has a deeper squad by far, man to man or so forth, Britain by a mile. But Playmaster did say by 15 points. I think that is something good for Sowasap based on what the amount of margin of victory they've lost so far. So a 15 point for Sowasap team would be a bonus based on what is happening. But they have, as I said before. So I expect a Britain victory, but Sowasap will definitely put up a fight, especially in initial stages of the game. But as we said, you might have source of a name, so that alone probably will do some justice for against Brighton.
Okay. The center forward, Bobby Six. Okay, Bobby Six said center forward get a shock in life. Sunday gone. I don't know why I never wait until you come online Bobby Six. He's having internet issues. Bobby Six. But it was a very exciting and close match though. It could have go either way, Bobby Six. But I think in the end, the most disciplined team win in the end. That's what I think. That's my thought. All right. Chergan, Playmaster, Chergan versus Bulbe. Another exciting match.
Yes, exciting in many ways, because a lot of these players from Bulby were by Chair Gardens last season. A lot of these Chair Gardens players played with some of these Bulby players over by Outer East recently, over Bombers. So this should be like
Okay.
friends reunited. A lot of these players also play for the same team in the Western League. So it should be a good match. Competitive wise, though, I don't necessarily think this match will be close. Even though Chergarden is playing well, I believe Bulby will use this match to send a statement to the rest of the league that, hey, yes, we might have lost to Classic badly, but we just had a bad day and we are here. We are the real deal. And this is a perfect opportunity to do so. And I believe they will. Cherry Garden will want to fight, under the astute leadership of Scatter, who recently won the Western League. He would want to show his title credentials, and explore his captaincy. But I believe genuinely that Bulbe is superior to this Cherry Garden team. And if Rado avoids the captaincy book, then it should be an easy win for Bulby.
All right. Playmaster, my make stretch and scatter here in a Playmaster.
No, man, you see, those gentlemen are my friends, and they know I speak facts. There's no malice or ill will beyond my talks. So they will not take
Yes.
offense, trust me. For what it's worth, a lot of persons that watch these programs, they like to prove me wrong. So when I go against their team, it somewhat motivates them, to go out there and showcase that, hey, Playmaster can be wrong. So most persons take my words as motivation, so they will not take offense to
Yes.
it.
And to be honest, what you guys don't really understand, there's a lot of merit in what you guys said also, There's a lot of merits. That's why you're the analysis. All right. Professor, Chergan versus Bulbe.
I just kind of like the comments that my co-analyst made earlier
Analyst.
regarding I in the captaincy. One of the things that I believe easily Scatter is one of the better captains in this competition, and he has shown his worth as a captain, and he has proven that a few times, probably a bit on occasions where he's backed up or he and by others he tends to shy away from his duty. But if he stands still, when that is thrown at him, he will stood the test of time, stood the test of time and come out on top. He's a great captain, say a captain, and going up against a captain like the Noel. No, I believe he.
All right. I think the internet issue there with Professor.
Yeah, man. I lost it there. Yeah, man. So I'm
Okay,
going
go
for
ahead.
yeah, man. I'm going for a Bull Bay win here. Um, I just believe Bull Bay just have that coming off a huge loss. Just believe that they just one of those bad days. The game will be competitive for a fair amount at time, but I would just believe that Bull Bay just have that synergy to come out as right the winners or dual winners in the circumstances. So definitely a Bull Bay win, but Cherry Garden will if there's a win for them, it would be an upset. But I will go for a Cherry Garden. Sorry, a Bull Bay win over Cherry Gardens.
Okay.
But
All
the
right.
captaincy might make a difference, and if they win, definitely go ahead.
So it is Scatter versus Noel, the captaincy.
Yes, that
All right.
yes,
Arvin
that
Smith.
will come down to that.
Yes, Star Boss. I think Arvin Smith is Star Boss, right? Arvin Smith send in his prediction. Foundation, Masterpiece, Mechanical, Village Links to beat, Nagozed, Greytown, Bull Bay, Classic, Links, and Central. So, Everett, you're getting competition there, Everett. Oh, Everett also sending his prediction also. Everett said Mechanical, Greytown, Links, Classic, Masterpiece, Foundation, Nagozed, and Bull Bay. Almost similar. All right, moving on to the featured match. Fourth International versus Caribbean Classic. Playmaster.
Whoa,
Very good matchup.
excellent matchup. Excellent matchup, you know.
Yes.
This match will be a humdinger. It will not be short on quality because these two teams are stacked on quality right through. But I'm gonna be straight. Um, until Classic lose, we can't look at it any other way. You know, this team is a championship built team. Rightfully so, one of the favorites for the league. We know the shortcomings of Fort International. We've spoken about this numerous times. I saw slight improvements re-captaincy on the last occasion, but there were still a few things I would have done different if I was a skipper. You know, few blunders. But I believe Shana Paul is improving, but he needs to improve a lot more. If he gets it right Sunday, then Fort International can come out victorious. But based on how they're playing, I am not seeing that in the horizon. So I believe Classic will win, but I don't think Classic will win by the margin they got over Bull Bay Sunday. It should be a close victory. About 10 or 15 the most should be the margin of victory.
Okay. All right. Caribbean Classic is always a favorite. To me, it's the number one team in the league. And my opinion is any team that beats Caribbean Classic will win the league. That's my opinion, though. Any team that beats Caribbean Classic will win the league.
Not necessarily.
Although Western Kingston always
Not
said
necessarily.
Domino play, like I said, Western Kingston always said Domino play on the day still. Yes.
Not necessarily. That same goes.
That's what I said.
I just saying rebuffing something that you say. Are the something that you said earlier about any team that beat Classic win the league? I can remember a couple of seasons ago we so as a dismantled Classic out of points and the Classic still come back and won the league. So what you're saying, I just debunking the statement you made earlier, saying that any team that beat Classic win the competition. So
Okay.
looking at this encounter now, it's one to behold. This is probably one of the games that we're looking forward to. I believe not some of the players that we expect to be at Fort usually when that rivalry was on are not there. So the encounter will be a bit different, but same old, same old. It will always use as one of the classics of dominoes, a Fort and a classic. So based on what we are seeing, the classic will come out as usual in this encounter. I said this before, Dub6 Sports for this season, and I said the captaincy is going to be one of the way affect for it. Now in this encounter, I won't touch this encounter prior to the last game, the last couple of games. Sean Paul is getting it a bit more right, but not to the extent where it's cohesive and a collective effort from everybody. However, in this encounter, he will give, based on as much as I'm giving Classic to come out victors in this match, the captaincy will be paramount and so on. And I believe Sandokan will just have the edge in terms of captaincy, but in terms of on the pitch, it will be a different ball game. So that is where the game is going to be lost. But the captaincy is going to be shown in this encounter, and I believe Sandokan will do very well in terms of that era. But they definitely, like when you're playing football, I would say coach we have a good coach, but the players on the pitch don't match up to their opponents. And I think this is going to be the same in this case on Sunday.
Okay,
Going for a classic victory.
So Everett said Lynx beat Classic by 65 last season and don't win the league. How would they win the league? It was last Portmore League he's talking about.
Brayton.
Right? No, last Portmore
League. Yes. Yes,
okay.
Man.
Okay, but by 65? That's a lot,
Yeah, man, it was a huge margin. It was over 50, I believe. That much I can recall.
That is outclass, That's how I win by that. That's outclass,
Yeah, man.
All right. The final match we have for next week. Playmaster Lynx United versus Right Stuff.
Well, just like Classic, until Lynx lose, we'll always go for a Lynx victory. Lynx came under severe pressure Sunday and came out victorious against a good Fort team. And one of the takeaways from that match for me was the discipline of the Lynx team and their game plan. To have a game plan going into a match and execute it speaks a lot about a team. Some of the strategies they employed wasn't to my liking, but it works for them. They are working with a formula, and they're doing the stuff I like in domino. If a player or a pair of player is playing excellent throughout the match, and he comes under pressure and he loses, you need to bring back that player because that player is a player in form. Lynx does that very well. Lynx believes in their top players, and that is one thing I believe in as well. So they do those little things that I like about domino ever so often, and that makes them such a likable team. Right Stuff is a team I'm very close with. I have a lot of friends over there, and they can beat Lynx. They have done it in the past. They like the top teams. However, Right Stuff right now is a little bit below the class of Lynx. And on the day they would have to play above their level to really beat this Lynx team based on how both season has gone. But that doesn't mean it is impossible, But for now, Lynx until they lose.
Okay. Professor?
Great analogy, boss. For this encounter, I just believe I will give Rice of the edge here. Rice of usually come up against links, play against wings well. It doesn't matter where they are in competition. And I believe as much as links as, and I said this from the very first show, that link as the best collective cohesive unit as we speak in the commission. And the level of captaincy is quite is fairly well, doing fairly well, coordinating to with our captain and a vice captain. They play their players according to how the game is played, should be played, and I think this is an example for enough of the teams in this competition or in domino. The way Links playing their players, they are playing their players based on what they have seen. They are probably the only team probably playing the players based on form first and then class. I think that is a model that I often said that all teams will lose, and you get over this person's calling for games, etc. However, by saying all of this, what I've said, I will go for Rights of winning this encounter. I just believe Rights of will get this one done and Links their first defeat of the season.
Okay. All right, Professor. I heard you. Seems like you're seeing in the future. All right. Yes, man. Big up yourself, man.
Where's the playmaster?
Normally, when persons are choosing a winner, you know, they always a lot of time them choose the favorites, you know. You understand? So yes. All right.
To be frank, you know, if I was to pick an upset this week, I would pick Rice of fourth. And the reason why I would pick a fourth upset is because a few of the top players for Classic are former players of fourth. You know, they have a certain sentiment towards that team, and I don't know how they would actually perform against their former team, even if they will even perform. So if I was to go for an upset, I would actually pick. But based on the discipline that the president for Classic instilled in that team, you know, they might just have to turn out and perform regardless of who they're playing against, and pretty much that's why I wouldn't really pick an upset. But if I think a team would upset, I think fourth would be the most likely this round.
Okay. All right. Like I was saying, big up Westman, like him just joining us. Big up yourself, Western Kingston, in the house. And
he was making the correction regarding the margin of victory too. It was 56 that they lost by.
Instead of 65. Yeah, it was 56. Okay. And we have come to the end of another great week. And please remember to, if you don't subscribe as yet, please remember to subscribe and always click like on the videos. And please remember my cookout on the 26th of this month. And I think I'm going to organize a domino tournament on that day. You will hear some more about it. And there's going to be I'm giving away some maybe cash prize or maybe a crate of beer or something like that. Yes, but definitely there's going to be domino on that day also. And Playmaster, I don't, maybe he's having an internet issue. But there's a tournament, there's a domino match this Saturday at the Pecos Restaurant and Bar off Barnett Street, Mobe. and Kingston clash. So it's Mobile Youth versus Kingston Youth this Saturday. So it's Balky and Joby versus Chaplin and Wanda. I got that correct on Playmaster. Balky and Joby versus One Lord and Chaplin.
Yeah, man.
Chaplin.
Center forward production.
Okay. Yes. So this is going to be this Saturday at the Pecos Restaurant and Bar off Barnett Street. Starting time 6 p.m. Yes. You have anything else to say, Playmaster? Any
Yeah, man.
updates?
Just want to big up
Anything?
the persons that tune in every week. You know, we appreciate you guys because without you guys, this program would be a waste of time. So thank you guys for tuning in. Big up to all who watching the live delayed as well. You know, we're just asking that you guys like and subscribe to the channel because it goes a far way with reaching out to more persons and to help to grow the domino. So big up everyone. Special big up to Everett and Arville Smith, West Kingston. These gentlemen are here every week. Curtis Suarez, you know, San. Yeah, man. Bobby Six check in. You know, him say always I watch, but I first him a comment. You know, Berry. Yeah, man. I big up Bobby Six partner as well. You know, him see me the other day and him say, yo, we are taking it to them, man. So big up the players and all the supporters.
Yes. Professor, you have anything to say to our audience?
There's only much I can say. Playmaster have done it all, but I still encourage persons who don't watch to watch. But I see that we are get great viewing, and persons are really tuning into the show. I just want to make a call to all the persons playing the game to make this game what it should be in terms of their discipline, which is paramount. And I think if we have more if the domino is played on a more disciplined basis, we can have even a bit what should I say? The domino should be in a better place in terms of moving forward. So let's maintain the discipline and keep watching the show and the channels of Mellache TV.
Okay. Thanks, Professor, for that. All right. See you guys next week. Thanks for viewing. Bye.